December 19th, everybody. Here's adorable oil short. We're just taking an Alpha Wave Traders Club. 107 is our first target. I'm adjusting my stop to 107.85. The response at decision point 1 is incredibly critical because this is the end of minor trend. I would love to see oil to collapse as low as possible. My ideal buying point on oil would be at 106, but pay attention to how predictable this is. Decision point 1 is the end of the minor trend. I do expect at least a bullish correction here. Once again, reminding you, once you learn how to trade pure price action, you can trade anything, any instrument in any time frame. This is pure, this is simple, very clean and very clear. Magic, how far simplicity can take you in life if you just play by the rules. So those of you guys who are taking this trade in Alpha Wave Traders Club, I hope you're not gonna take any more trades today. Very sweet, very painless, very lovely. Here's a time for a pullback. I'm adjusting and monitoring my smaller time frames very carefully. What is ES doing? How predictable. This is where ES had ended overnight, giving us incredibly weak, bearish correction. But how predictable. If you know where danger zone levels are, you completely expect that. And that's precisely the reason we shorted oil, because oil also reached these danger zone levels. So therefore, we're monitoring for news release. As we already had unemployment news this morning, which came in much better than expected. Price had given us absolutely no powerful response. Two more news in 27 minutes, existing home sales, Philly Fed Manufacturing Index, and we will keep monitoring our short on oil. Again, as expected, know where the end of the minor trend is, as decision point 1 is the most critical level in the market structure. Please do remember not to exercise greed, protect your profits. If you had such a lovely and such a painless ride on oil, here is the support as expected. Have a fantastic day. No need to sit in front of the computer and take endless trade. Prudent and conservative trading is about being selective, being conservative, taking only solid trade setups. I am actually expecting quite a rally at this level. On much smaller time frames, I may be taking long. That simple, that clear. Adjusting my stop to break even because already of what I'm witnessing on multiple other time frames. That simple. If you know where decision points are, you know what not to enter into. You know where to take profits off the table. On that note, my stop at break even. Profits are in. Buckle up. I may be taking long on much smaller time frame. One of our favorite ones, right? Monitoring very, very carefully. Buckle up. Alright, let's see what oil will do at this level. So once again, because I monitored and saw how clearly price had respected decision point 1 on smaller time frames, I'm telling you that very, very great critical level to the upside, 107.27 on this trade. Alright, as you're witnessing time and time again, 21 range, 1 hour. And I'm very excited to see what oil will do on my long-term charts when it will finally make it to 110. That would be incredibly exciting structure for those of you options traders. So the dance is on. The stop here is at break even, monitoring this pullback, 21 range. And that's how price moves. I'm out of my long, it didn't get me anywhere. I'm still short on much larger time frame. Love what I'm seeing on S&P 500. Once again reminding you, if you know where danger zone levels are, you know where to monitor for reversals, by the way. Those of you who didn't make it to FOMC trading yesterday, was the most insane FOMC you're receiving in your mailbox. Alright, so what will oil finally do at this level? Next target on this short, 106.52. Reminder, total 10 trades this week. The short-term long we just taken was second negative trade this week. 8 positive. Just adjusted my trail a bit closer, so once again, each and every person here has different circumstances. Trading much larger time frames may not be appropriate for everybody because it requires much larger account size, much bigger margins, because risks are much bigger than smaller range charts. That is number one component in successful trading, to always identify that. Never more than 2% risk on a trade. Absolute max. So once again, you're witnessing the end of the minor trend on oil is finding support, reminding you what not to enter into. News on S&P 500 in 5 minutes, Philly Fed and home sales. And we love witnessing the push to the downside on S&P. So if you know where danger zone levels are, you know where major trend will end. If you know where decision point 1 is, this is where trend decides if it wants to pick up this theme to the downside. So both levels, S&P, decision point 1, the end of the minor trend monitoring, despite magnificent and beautiful bullish news. Price did not stage any rally. We have Philadelphia Business Outlook, highest since March 2011. Double the expectation, 22.3 versus 10.3. And existing home sales higher than expected. So why in the world we don't have a rally? Bullish markets are quite exhausted. This pullback is pushing further down. All it has to do is blast through this level. I'm monitoring this level very carefully, reminding you this is the end of the minor trend. If this level will be broken, S&P will continue pretty powerful collapse. Trail on oil 107.20. We're still in that excruciatingly long short trade on oil. Here's the dance oil had been doing for the last hour. And here is a reminder that formula remains the same. It doesn't matter what instrument and what time frame. S&P 500 future doing absolutely nothing. 1 hour, which is our guiding light in our trading room, reached the end of the minor trend. We're getting endless chop, endless corrective structure. Unless this level is broken to the downside with power, this chop may go on and on and on. And this is exact same formula as you're witnessing to the upside on oil monthly. I'm dying to see for oil to revisit this level, because more than likely oil will collapse from this level. And all of these levels are drawn very far in advance. Just like the levels you're witnessing on S&P 500. Would love for S&P very shortly to pick up this theme and collapse to next level 1715.75, 1712, and all the way further down. That's exactly what oil had finally done. Trail on oil 107.24. Oil is completely comatose. Very much similar reaction as oil monthly. Third month in a row, oil is struggling to break through this level, showing us the end of the minor trend. Exactly the same thing S&P is doing, second hour in a row.